Year 8 theta, question 9. Solve these simultaneous equations. So on a simultaneous equation we have two letters in two equations, so we need to work out the value of each of the letters. To solve a simultaneous equation, the first thing we have to do is make either the coefficient of q is the same or the coefficient of p is the same. The coefficient is the number in front. Now the first equation has got 5q, second equation has got 1q. So what I could do is I could do the second equation times 5 and leave the first equation as it is. Then I'll have the same number of q's. So the top equation is still, it's wrong way around. So the top equation is still 5q add 3p equals 11. The bottom equation, if I multiply it by 5, becomes 5q. Now minus p times 5 is minus 5p, and 7 times 5 is 35. Right, now that I've made the q's the same, I can now eliminate the q's by subtracting. 5q take away 5q is no q, so the q's are gone. 3p minus 5p. Now that becomes 8p, because 3 minus 5 is the same as 3 add 5. And then 11 take away 35 is going to be minus 24. Now from here, p is going to be minus 24 divided by 8, so p is minus 3. So we've worked out the value of one letter. Now to work out the value of the other letter, we now substitute this one into one of our original equations. Now I'm going to go for the top one because there's no negatives in there, so we're less likely to make a mistake. So using this equation, 5q add 3p equals 11. We're going to replace the p with minus 3. So 5q add 3 times minus 3 equals 11. Now 3 times minus 3 is minus 9. Now to solve this equation, the opposite of minus 9 is to add 9. So we'll end up with 5q equals 11 add 9, which is 20. So if 5q's are 20, q will be 20 divided by 5, which is 4. Now that's one way of answering the question. Alternatively, we could have tried to make the p's the same and then eliminated the p's. Question 10. Oh, by the way, question 9 is quite a hard question. At GCSE, that is definitely a grade B question. Question 10. Solve these inequalities, show the solutions on the number line. Now we solve inequalities in a similar way to how we solve equations. We need to get the letter on its own. 4v minus 2 equals 16. The opposite of minus 2 is to add 2. So 4v is more than 18. The opposite of times 4 is to divide 4. So v is more than 18 divided by 4. Now if I go up to my 4 times table, 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, I know that v must be 4.5. So on the number line, if I show this solution, so let's say 4.5 is there, I would draw a circle at 4.5. Because v is more than 4.5, an arrow going forward. Part B. First thing I would do is expand the brackets. So 6 is more than or equal to 2w minus 14. 2 times w is 2w. 2 times minus 7 is minus 14. Now to get the w on its own, the opposite of minus 14 is to add 14. So 6 add 14 becomes 20. So 20 is more than or equal to 2w. To get w on its own, we now divide by 2. So 10 is more than or equal to w. Now if 10 is more than or equal to w, if we write that the other way around, we would say w is less than or equal to 10. So on the number line, let's say the number 10 is there. I would draw a circle. Now because it could be equal, it should be a shaded circle. And because it is less than, the arrow goes down.